What's up, everyone, and welcome to Off the Top with Eric, Paris, and Red. I'm your host, Eric, and joining me tonight are...
Your boy P.
It's your boy Red.
What's up, fellas?
Smooth, getting snowed in. Doing
Yeah.
all this shoveling.
Yeah, this weather fucked me up today too because it froze my tire on flat. So now I had to like ride my rim all the way home. It was not good.
Damn.
Yeah, that 22-minute ride turned to almost an hour and 40-minute drive.
Oh, you're going like 10 miles an hour the entire way.
Man, trying to
was-
save what I could, but I know tomorrow I'm gonna have to get all that shit switched out.
Yeah, changing a tire, like in the fucking Michigan, like the middle of January snow, it's the worst thing in the world.
Man, frostbitten on the hands.
Yeah. At a certain point, you're like, fuck it, I'm just going to call a tow truck. I'm not going to deal with this shit.
See?
And it's sad because they didn't even get as much snow as we did up here. They only had like an inch and a half or something.
Yeah, it wasn't that cold down here. I ain't gonna lie to you. It just was. No, I take that back. It wasn't that much snow as it was up there, but it damn sure was cold.
Yeah, I think right now it's like 13 degrees or some shit like that.
What are we looking at?
And we didn't get nearly as much snow as they said we were going to. We were supposed to get like 10 inches, and we ended up only getting 6, I think.
It's 5 degrees. It's 4 degrees down here. Yeah.
All that snow that they projected we was gonna get all in my fucking backyard. So it broke a damn tree limb on my shit.
Oh, that happened to my grandparents too.
The same thing happened over here. My next door neighbor tree fell in my yard, and I had to carry it over. Y'all can take care of this. No.
Yeah, shit sucks. Thankfully, I didn't lose power though. That's the only thing I was worried
about. Oh yeah. That's a great thing. I love
my mom and my sister down in Chesterfield. They didn't lose power, but they lost their internet. And I was like, at a certain point, I'd rather just take my power too. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do? Like, what the fuck am I gonna do?
Now, I ain't gonna lie though. For this exact reason, I always bought a lot of DVDs and play the DVDs, man. Yeah. And then you got some games that you don't need to play online, so we good too, Yeah. But do they got that?
From what I hear, it doesn't sound like it.
They looking at the wall because for some reason, bro, I know phones stopped doing this, but back then you can have a great signal inside of a heavily fortified building. Now, if you behind paper, that signal don't go through.
As soon as I go outside, I get all 5 bars, LTE, 5G. As soon as I walk in my shit, it's gone.
Yeah. Well, we're going to get this started. We got some entertainment news as well as a big bulk of this is going to be sports news, especially big things.
For my favorite part, baby.
Yeah. So James is going to act enthusiastic, but he'll be chirping a little bit. All right. First bit of news we have is the sequel to 28 Weeks Later. 28 years later has been announced with director Danny Boyle set to return. It's been a while since 28 Weeks Later, but guys, are you excited about this? I know I am.
Hell yeah. That's the zombie apocalypse I don't want to be a part of. They sprint, they come with groups, bro. It's never just one. They make too much noise
in this motherfucker.
Bro, they not playing. That's the one where you scared to go outside for real in. Walking Dead, I'll walk outside. This? No.
Yeah, it don't matter if you walking silent, running. If they see you, it's a wrap.
Yeah. I'm not ready for it.
Right. I love how it's called the rage virus. Like that shit just sounds scary.
That makes perfect sense though, because they really be.
Yeah, they on site.
I love it.
So the first one was about how it centers around the main character finding out, 28 days later that the shit was going down while he was in a coma. Mm-hmm. The sequel, 28 Weeks Later, takes place in the Metro London area, where it seems like they are started to, take over from where the zombies had, and then, it just falls apart. So what do you think is going to happen with 28 years later? Are we going to see a more we got it under control, or is it just going to be everything's on fire, everything sucks?
To be real,
living underground.
I'm surprised they made it this fucking far, because it was to be 28 days to 28 weeks. How the fuck you make it to 28 years. Shit.
Right.
You do kind of
Them
think about
motherfuckers
this.
got ultimate cardio. That's what the fuck they got.
right.
But at the end of 28 weeks later, wasn't the fighter jets coming into town then?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they just decided to bomb.
Yeah. So they still got some military bases. The probably the shit that's off, off land. It was doing their
That's the only
thing
way
from
you're gonna
there.
survive. You got to be in the army base, tanks with some food.
But if
Good.
that army base get infiltrated once, it's gonna fuck up the whole infrastructure. I already know it is. I think this one is gonna
It'd
be
be a
like
bunker.
we had control, and this movie is gonna be when they lost it after they thought they had control. That's what I think it is.
All right, so just like just a flash forward into nope, it's still just chaos. Just people living in caves type shit. Do whatever they can.
We kind of know what to do now, but it's still not gone.
Right.
I mean, for it to be 28 years later, I mean, they did something good. Shit.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers lived a good ass life. Shit. That's a whole life right there.
Huh?
Right.
I said that's a whole life right there.
Lived a good life?
I mean, if they was in the 20s and the 28 weeks later, now they 60?
Yeah.
I mean, they were struggling, but there was a whole good ass life. Shit.
Yeah.
You was
I feel like
G.
the life expectancy goes down to maybe like 6 years with those zombies around.
Oh,
like
if that.
if you're good.
Yeah.
So 28 years, that's a couple lifetimes.
You said a good life
at
bro.
that point.
No.
28 years, man. Shit, you already know what to do. Shit, you got traps waiting for the ass. You got arrows.
Damn near everybody got to be
you
fit.
John Wick on steroids.
Yeah, back to what you said with the cardio. Everybody got to be fit in this world now.
Shit. 12 packs in this motherfucker.
That sprint home gonna be deadly.
Bro, them motherfuckers on the Olympics going 3-minute mile. Shit, they own it.
Man. Is there any word on when it might be dropping though? 2 years, 3 years?
No, it just got the green light. So they are in the early stages. The director
be like 2027.
Yeah. I'd give it a couple years. But yeah, like it makes me think of World War Z, not the movie, the audiobook. I was just listening to it again because it's got if you haven't checked it out, check it out. It's got a really good voice cast. There's like probably 30 actors that come on and lend their voices. But yeah, the book, it basically, this guy after World War Z is done goes back and interviews everyone around the world. Like, how did you deal with it? What did you do? So like he interviews where it started. He interviews this doctor that was the one that found patient 0 and got the word out in China,
Mm-hmm.
So then he interviews a group that was in the International Space Station when this was going down, and how they opted to stay in the space station and keep the satellites running so that the ground forces could know what to do, And then there's a soldier they interview who was at the Battle of Yonkers, where the U.S. military fought this giant zombie swarm that was coming out of Manhattan and Yonkers, and like they completely decimated them. Like they didn't prepare as much as they could have. But yeah, like one of the cool things was like they interviewed this one woman who apparently the radios around the time was telling everyone to move north. So her and her family go up to Canada. And the idea was the temperatures are so cold up there that the zombies would freeze. They can't continue to move,
Mm-hmm.
But then when they got up there, they went through all their resources and now they're starving. And then some of them resorted to cannibalism. And then when the thaw happened, the spring and summer, then the zombies are back moving. It didn't kill them like they thought they would,
Damn.
Yeah.
So it was like a little hibernation type of thing?
Yeah, like the zombies would, as soon as they thawed out, they would be back moving, and they were like, what the fuck? We thought that would stop them, and it didn't.
We can't do that. What makes the zombies do that?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
Yeah, there's a really cool one. They were talking to he was the commander of a Chinese missile submarine.
Mm-hmm.
And so they defected. They no longer wanted to be a part of the Chinese military. So they got all their families, got on the sub, and then they just escaped. They, no one knew where they were. But when they got low to the surface of, the ground, the seafloor, they would hear just zombies, tapping the hull, because zombies could survive. They would just sink. They couldn't swim, So like they had to think about that. And yeah, like the book's interesting. There's a bunch of little stories like that, of like what would happen in these different scenarios.
Just move to Antarctica, like I said, kill them polar bears.
Right.
No, you was talking about getting AIDS.
That too, shit.
Can never be too safe.
Right. Yeah. Just be sick enough. Get that Magic Johnson pack.
You know, like in the movies when like, what's wrong with that guy? You know, and he's hiding a bite under his arm. Like, what's wrong with that guy? Oh, Pete, he just got AIDS. He's fine.
He going through some shit. He ain't got his medication.
Yeah, while y'all all getting fucked up, I'm over here looking like, damn, I'm snacking like shit.
We had a cold sweats over
there. Yeah. Oddly thin. Yeah, but you're all right.
Right, yeah. I'm eating good though, shit. With the shakes.
All right.
Okay.
The next entertainment news we got going on is a new Star Wars movie has been announced. It's The Mandalorian and Grogu. Sounds like it's going to be a spinoff of the Mandalorian TV show, and it's going to be directed by Jon Favreau, who did Iron Man, and he did a lot of work on the Mandalorian TV show. The first kind of confirmed Star Wars thing that's been going on, they've been in a lot of chaos right now. They don't know what to do because everything they've been throwing at the wall sucks, you know. So now they're kind of trying to, you know, rewrite everything and get a good story. Does this excite you at all? Like, are you into it, or are you just kind of like?
I mean, if you watch The Mandalorian, you'll be excited because you want to know what Grogu, you know, doing. Because didn't Luke Skywalker take him in the last episode?
And there's like a season after that. He does take him, but then the Mandalorian kind of takes him back, you know, and it kind of ends with the show. Spoiler alert: the show does kind of end Grogu and Mandalorian story where they're just kind of chilling. They have like a home now. They're set. So I'm interested to see like why bring them back if you kind of did the period on their story, you know. But yeah, I'm assuming Jon Favreau has a plan if they're willing to go through with this. Otherwise, I feel like they would say, no, that story's done. Let's do something else.
So is this in between episode 6 and 7?
This is after episode 6.
So it's gonna probably tie into 7 with Ray.
I don't know. Maybe to me that feels like too long of a gap because that's like 30 years between. So possibly
Grogu gonna turn to Yoda in that motherfucker. Yoda 2.0.
Right.
But I know they age really slow though.
Yeah. They live a long time. Man. You fucking with Yoda, Red?
I fuck with Yoda, you know. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. I fuck with him a little bit only because of, I don't know if y'all remember this though. Soul Calibur had console edition, you know, characters.
Yeah, he was Xbox. And PlayStation was
Darth
Vader, and then GameCube was Link.
Yeah. And I fucked with him since then. You know what I'm saying? I get he was an old ass man, but when I was able to play with him, oh yeah, I was on. You know,
and his little hop spinning shit, dog. He was
to go.
He was hard to hit.
So small. But other than that, man, I do feel like Star Wars. I know it's not a dying thing because they got a community that's hella strong. But like you said, they last few things was fucking trash, and it's not me want to be a basher of anything. I think they was trying to be really inclusive with everybody and make, you know, a lot of women spinoffs, which is cool, but I just think it's not. It don't got the biggest audience that they thought it would. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it fucked me over when they the stormtrooper, the clone, the black guy, when they let him just turn to a side character. Oh, I was like, y'all some bitches for that, bro. I felt like he was gonna do some shit. Yeah. But hey.
Yeah, that actually is some of the news that has come out since. Is I think Adam Driver and John Boyega have pretty much said if they were asked to do more Star Wars stuff, they're both kind of like, no, we're good, you know. And that tells you something because Star Wars is like the biggest IP right now in the world,
man.
You know. And I think the directors that did the Game of Thrones series, David Benioff and DB Weiss. Those guys left. The reason why Game of Thrones ended poorly the last season, it was kind of rushed, was because these guys had already been given a Star Wars deal. So they were trying to finish this real quick so they could start working on their series of films that they had already inked with Star Wars. Because the community reception of the last season of Game of Thrones is so bad, so poor, Disney was like, maybe we shouldn't have these guys on there if they, just threw this big IP down the trash, So they got that deal canceled. And they recently came out and said that their film that they were going to start out with was going to be a kind of a prequel about the first Jedi, like really going back a long, long time.
Yeah, that's gonna be a long ass time.
Yeah. So like people, I think people, some of them were like, that would have been a cool idea, would have liked to see it, but wouldn't have trusted it with those guys. So like, again, like people don't know like what's good and bad, depending on who's behind it,
Okay.
But yeah, I mean,
it'd be a good premise, but if you can't flesh out that story, it's gonna end up bad regardless.
Yeah, and then they're making these characters that come out of nowhere, like instant, like Jedi Master level.
Yeah.
Like after 2 weeks, like, oh yeah, I know how to do the Force, all that.
Yeah, my big thing with them was fucking Fortnite. That's what pissed me off.
What happened with Fortnite?
So, in the last movie they had, that I think was The Last Jedi. No, Rise of Skywalker. That's the last one, right?
Okay.
The text crawl. You know, every Star Wars movie has text crawl, kind of explaining what's been going on. That one says, it starts out with, Palpatine has returned. His message has been heard across the galaxy, right? Mm-hmm. But in the movies, you don't see or hear this message at all. Do you know where you saw and heard this message? You saw it in a Fortnite event with Star Wars.
How and what if you don't fucking play Fortnite?
Exactly. Which is majority of the audience that watches Star Wars. They don't fuck with Fortnite. They're older. So that, to me, like, they are kind of tone deaf in how they are, getting their fan base engaged. And I mean, like what you said with stupid. the female, like, you don't want to bash, and I get not bashing either, but like, I'm all for inclusion, having female storylines. It doesn't bother me, but it does bother me when they're done bad,
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like criticism of that kind is fine. If you do a shit job and you just kind of shoehorn it and you just expected people to watch it because it had a female lead, that's lazy, like, and that can be bad, and like, I think Ahsoka is one of those examples of people like Ahsoka as a character. It's a good show. It's got people like Rosario Dawson, but if you're going to have other bad characters do stupid things for no reason, then it's like, it just seems not genuine,
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they should just make it like episodic instead of a movie? Since the movie kind of, you got to cut out a lot of shit, because with that Ahsoka shit, it's fleshed out a little bit more.
Yeah.
So Disney owns the shit anyway. Might as well just put the movies on there or shows.
Yeah, my problem with Disney is it's Kathleen Kennedy is the head of Disney at or the head of Star Wars at Disney. She's the one that made all the decisions. When Disney purchased the rights to Star Wars and from Lucasfilm, when George Lucas had it, they basically said all these. Now it's called Star Wars Legends, but all of the written material, all the hundreds of novels that have all these backstories and what happens after the movies, like they have novels about Luke Skywalker's kids. They have novels about Han and Leia's kids, and they turn bad and evil and come back to good again. So they have all this groundwork of stories already set in stone when they bought it. Kathleen Kennedy was like, "Oh, all these books, throw them away. We're gonna do everything." Yeah, all of that lore. So like, there's a lot of stuff that people are like, "Oh, I love that, this happened," and then you have to remind them that's not canon anymore. Kathleen Kennedy threw Legends away. So there has been some stuff they've brought back, like Dave Filoni, who's done some of the TV shows. He's brought some stuff back from Legends to make it canon again, but like a large majority of it is not. Like Like even some of the games, like Knights of the Old Republic.
They need to boot her ass out.
Yeah, for sure.
That's too much shit. That's decades worth of information that she just like, oh yeah, y'all about to start over.
Right. But the shitty thing is she threw it out and then she said, well, we don't have any groundwork. You did.
No shit.
Like, tossed that shit, bro.
Yeah, you had a lot of it, and now you're making it seem like, oh, well, we're starting from scratch. It's like you weren't when you bought it.
Now that sounds like a motherfucker that got the job but wasn't like don't know what the fuck they was doing before they got the job type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where that manager come in, you be like, bro, where the fuck he come from? He don't know nothing about this shit.
Come in with all the ambition and shit like that and no direction.
Yeah.
Or they just want to make a big splash.
Yeah.
It's going to turn out to you making a big splash because you
and that's why the stereotype it is what it is with leadership when it comes to females. Shit, that's why they be getting the stereotype they get. You fucking shit up.
I wouldn't say it just with her. I just want to say it's mainly because she just didn't know what she was doing. Yeah, she just didn't know what she was doing. That's what I'm gonna say.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, bad leader, not woman leader.
Yeah, she's bad because she's a bad leader. She's not bad because she's a woman. I think that's what. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, I know. I mean, like I know that I know the shit too well because you ever see the Halo TV series?
I watched like 2 episodes.
Don't. It's garbage. And the reason why it's garbage is because the show writers and the people working on it straight up said, "Oh, we never played the games or read any of the books. How can I trust you with this story if you don't know anything about it?" You know.
Now that's her. That's her in Halo. They just came in and said, "You know what? Let's do this," and don't know any background work, and it's no, what the fuck is this? A plasma pistol, or you know what I'm saying? They just don't know what's going on at all, bro. The Needler is amazing. They probably tone that bitch down all the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm tired of these people.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm mad at these ladies. I'm tired of.
Just keep it real. Shit. I mean, y'all trying to be politically correct.
Well, no. I mean, like, I think the Halo that's not a female team. I think it's mostly guys that just don't know what the fuck they're doing. But yeah, I mean, like, it is. Kathleen Kennedy. People have been asking for her to step down a long time ago. People want Dave Filoni to lead it. Dave Filoni was the guy that was training under George Lucas at Lucasfilm. Like, he knows all this shit.
Oh yeah, they need to let him handle that right now.
Yeah, so why not give him?
So how the hell she get the lead?
Money.
Well, yeah. I mean, in that corporate space, if you are there for a long time and you've helped with a bunch of other previous projects before that, she's important because she's been here for a long time.
Yeah,
that's pretty much it. You know,
should have tested her ass.
Because, bro, it's kind of like how it is in the retail world. If you come from let's say a $15 million store, you could have been a trash ass employee. You go to another job and say, I ran in a $15 million store, they'll give you their top store at the next company. Just because you got that background. So because she got the background with them projects, they go looking at her like, hey, bro, you must have played a big part. You must have did your shit on that. And no, I was just
what happened
there.
when you don't vet nobody. Like, she should have, like I said, they should have tested her ass, tested the history of the shit. If she couldn't get that shit right, move on to the next one.
Yep.
Correct, sir. Correct.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. No woman bashing here.
He said, Okay. The next bit of entertainment news, we have the new Echo show from Marvel is now available on Disney Plus. I have not seen it. I'm aware of the characters.
I watched a few episodes of that. I'm not gonna lie. So it is really good, to be honest. It's put me back in the mindset of, you know, when Disney did that deal with Hulu. Oh, you know. So they did a deal with Hulu where they were supposed to put the more rated R or rated M shows on Hulu of Disney.
Do you mean Hulu or Netflix?
Hulu.
Is it Hulu? Okay. Because I know Netflix used to have like Daredevil and the other one.
Yeah. So when they bought them, it took it all off. It was supposed to take it all off Netflix and then put it on.
Oh, okay. Hulu. So Hulu was supposed to be the new destination for the more graphic stuff. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. And for some reason, I felt like this would have been one of them projects that went to Hulu, but it didn't. It got some shit on there. I'm not saying it's straight up rated R and M and stuff, but it's way more graphic than that PG-13 The lasers can't hit anybody. One tap and it's just you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he got some. Yeah, bro, they brutal. They brutal, and I like it. She'll probably beat somebody's ass. She ain't beat my ass, but she'll beat some ass. You know what I'm saying?
And she's a female lead, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But she can't beat your ass. She clearing out whole army bases. I mean, I haven't seen it, but she's just clearing out whole bases, and you just that one.
She clearing some gangs. I'm different though. I'm really him. You feel me? But she's her. I give her that. She's her.
She's her
for sure.
So she Tomb Raider on steroids, but you were just a regular, male.
Hey, I'll do this.
Isn't she? She's deaf, isn't she?
Kingpin, daughter or something.
No, but she's deaf, right? She can't hear.
Yeah. That's why it's Echo.
Okay.
Yep, Echo communication type of thing.
Yeah. I am familiar. What show was she in before this? She was in. Was it the Hawkeye show? No. She appeared in the Hawkeye show a little bit. Okay. It's not Hawkeye. Maybe it was Hawkeye. It was a Disney Plus show. But yeah, that's good. I'll check it out eventually.
You should.
On that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is.
I'll wait till all the episodes come out though. But yeah, it's
all the episodes aren't on there.
I watched 5. I'm pretty sure they normally do 7 or 10 episodes all the time.
Oh, okay. All right.
So yeah, we got a few more to go.
So is this his own universe, or is she a part of Marvel?
She's a part of Marvel.
Yeah, it's Kingpin supposedly daughter. So that's Spider-Man universe. So it's all Marvel.
Yeah, with Daredevil and I think Jessica Jones is in there. Basically,
street level Marvel.
Yeah, the group that was in Netflix, Iron Fist, is kind of in that world. Luke Cage is in that world.
Yeah, okay, I got you.
Luke Cage, all that shit.
Yeah,
they did Iron Fist terrible, bro. They only did Luke Cage right. That's not because he's black, but Luke Cage, they did him right, bro. I'm not gonna lie, and I think they ran with that momentum and just fucked it up. Daredevil was amazing too. He's white, so yeah. But Iron Fist, bro. No, it was easy. The Ben Affleck one?
Yeah, the Ben Affleck.
It's not that good.
It's not great. Yeah,
not at all.
Which is weird because it's got a stellar cast with Colin Farrell and what the hell's her name? Shit, Ben Affleck.
They're gonna pay Electrica.
Jennifer Garner. Yeah.
Yeah, they had some people on that, bro. I was ready for it, but it just was.
Oh, and then you had Michael Clark Duncan as
Bullseye?
Kingpin.
Oh, Kingpin.
Yeah.
Who was Bullseye?
Bullseye was Colin Farrell.
Okay, that's what it was.
His design was kind of fucking weird because you know how in the comics he wears a mask with a bullseye on it. In that one, they have it etched in his head, and it just looks weird. Yeah,
bro, you tripping?
Yeah.
But yeah, they fucked up that one. But this one is really good. Iron Fist was just trash as fuck.
Yeah, I think everybody agrees.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, gonna switch up the entertainment gears to get. There's a bunch of sports. So, James, it's your cue to act engaged.
All right.
Okay, so Detroit Lions coming up very soon in about 30 minutes. It is going to be their first home playoff game since 1991. Gotta rep the D. Gotta rep the Lions.
Born.
I was born.
Right.
Yeah.
The year of.
Yeah. So we're facing off against the Los Angeles Rams, who is led by the quarterback Matthew Stafford, who used to be and was drafted by the Lions. There's been a lot of commotion amongst the Lions fan base of we're kind of new at this. What the fuck is the right protocol type shit, So a lot of people are there's a lot of infighting going on. Do we embrace Matthew Stafford? Some people are talking about doing a tribute, not a tribute, but a thank you video to Matthew Stafford while he's here. Other people are saying, fuck that. You show up wearing his jersey, I'm going to beat your ass in, So where do you guys kind of fall in line with this? Are you on the, nope, Stafford's gone, fuck him? Or is it, he did a lot of good for us, even though we didn't win a lot with him?
My dad asked me this over the weekend, and I feel like if you are a bandwagon fan, you're going to cut Stafford out. But if you've been rocking with him since he's been here, you're going to give him his flowers regardless if you win or lose. Because it's unfortunate that he had to ask for a trade, but he was here, 12, 13 years before he asked for a trade?
Yeah.
That was his whole adult fucking life
Yeah.
that he spent losing with the motherfucking Lions.
Yeah.
And he wanted to get the Lions something that he couldn't do. So he ended up leaving. Fortunately for him, he ended up getting the Super Bowl his first year that he left. But at the same time, shit, we was all fucking Detroit Rams fans at that point. That's what we was calling him when he was in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I remember that.
So, I mean, you can't just say fuck him. Like I said, if you're a bandwagon fan, you can be like, oh no, fuck him, he left us. But that means they haven't been there through thick and thin, through the whole grind,
right.
the 0-16 season. They wasn't there. So
Yeah.
if you booing him, you a bandwagon fan.
Yeah, I gotta agree with that. Yeah, that was something that you did hear, is people saying like, "Oh, he left us." It's like, well, no, we asked him to stay, and he didn't want to go through another rebuild. I can totally understand that. If I gave up my prime, and then the team, the ownership and coaches coming in saying, "Hey, just stick it out a little bit longer," I'm gonna say, "Fuck you guys!" like what more can I give at that point?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, Detroit,
he getting broken ribs. He over there going through.
Yeah. And
I mean, he getting injured trying to play for us, man. What the fuck?
And Detroit was very classy. They sent him where he wanted to go. He wanted to go to a contender. I think he was looking at the Rams, so they sent him there. That's completely fine, you know. But yeah, I feel like the people that are, you know, calling for his head and shit. I mean, like, if you want to be competitive and say, "Oh, fuck you, Matthew Stafford," that's fine, but show him some respect still. You know,
Okay,
I told my dad he gonna still get some cheers.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah. It's gonna be home field because I forgot what podcast I was listening to, but they was saying, do you think Stafford gonna get? Oh no, they was saying, do you feel Stafford, is this a home field advantage for Stafford? And I said yeah, because he's been here 12 years, 12, 13 years, so he know the whole field. He know it like the back of his fucking hand. So it's gonna be home field advantage, whether it's cheers or boos, because he heard it both on the fucking Lions.
Yeah.
So what's the difference? There ain't gonna be no pressure for Stafford, win or lose, because they weren't supposed to be there anyway, because their season wasn't that fucking good unless they started winning towards the end.
Yeah,
I wasn't keeping up with them, but they wasn't supposed to be here because they gave away all their fucking draft picks and shit. They was 7-9 the last time I've seen it, unless it's better. But overall, it's gonna be a home field advantage for Stafford. Goff is the one that's gonna be feeling his butt cheeks getting tight because he came from LA. Like, they basically did a quarterback swap. Yeah, even though Goff went to the fucking Super Bowl when he was with the Rams, there's a whole different beast. Detroit do not fucking play. If you ask Cheeks, they gonna let you know off the rip.
Facts.
So I feel it's gonna be more butt clenching time for Goff.
I feel like Goff is kind of safe now. I mean, how long was Matthew Stafford here? It was like 12 years, something like that. He never got us a divisional championship. So, I mean, just off the jump, Jared Goff has done more in terms of winning and numbers than Matthew Stafford has. So,
but do you feel it's really Stafford's fault, or you think it's the organization's fault for not bringing the pieces around him? Because this is the first year that I ever seen where we had two running backs that had 1,000-yard season.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's rare for the NFL in general, not just for the Lions. So, I mean, I can't say that Matthew Stafford was surrounded by scrubs when he has Calvin Johnson, Brandon Pettigrew, Marvin Jones. You know, like he had some good receivers. You know, now was the whole, like, from the ground up terrific? No, we know Matt Patricia was a fucking joke. We know that Jim Schwartz was a fucking joke. You know, so like they had really bad coaching. This is probably the first time in my lifetime, well, with the exception of who was the guy where we had a winning record with like 2 years in a row and then we fired him?
Oh, the black dude. I know you're talking about.
Yeah. So this is the second time in my lifetime where we've had competent coaching. But the first time we've had a coach that really gets the fucking team fired up and they want to fucking fight for him. You know, Caldwell, was that Caldwell?
Yeah, Jim Caldwell.
Yeah. Caldwell, he was just bland, kind of boring. You know, the team he wasn't a locker room guy. Dan Campbell is a locker room guy. You know, people are going to go the extra mile for him. But yeah, like, I feel like Jared Goff is.
Jim Caldwell, yep.
Yeah, I feel like Jared Goff's going to be comfortable. I don't think he's going to be extra. To me, I'd have no. no delusions that they're going to make it to the Super Bowl. I'm happy they made it this far. If their season ends tonight, I'm happy with it. It kind of beat my expectations. I wasn't expecting them to do this well,
Well, everybody was saying the Cowboys is supposed to beat the Lions, but apparently they're getting their ass buzzed by Green Bay. So it's a possibility because Green Bay was under us.
Yeah. I need that because I know my uncle is a big Cowboys fan, and he gonna talk shit 24/7, win, lose, or draw.
Yeah, I was just saying right now it's a minute left at 48-32, Cowboys down.
Ooh.
So, like, it's a chance because if Green Bay is putting the smackdown on the Cowboys, the Lions can. Who the fuck would the Lions wouldn't play Green Bay? Because I think they flip when it's like that. We had to see how that shit fall out, but
no, I'm pretty sure we would play Green Bay.
We play Green Bay.
Yeah.
Well, either way, we beat. Well,
they beat our ass the second time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, what's their quarterback? It was like Justin
Jordan Love.
Jordan Love. That's it. But yeah, I mean, like, if their season ends tonight, I'm happy with what they did. Looking forward to the next season. I hope it doesn't end tonight. I hope that shit keeps rolling. Mm-hmm. But I'm a realist, I'm not gonna say, we're gonna win it all. We're not gonna win it all. We're gonna win it all. Like, fuck that. Like, you guys are out of your mind. To me, that's a lot of the fucking bandwagon fans that are saying, like, oh, they're gonna win the Super Bowl. Like,
well, my dad, he's 67 and he's seen way more football than us, living. So he said with the squad that we have now, with the history with the Lions, he feel that we can make it to the semifinals. The shit right before the Super Bowl. I forgot what they call it.
I'd be happy with that. Yeah.
So it'd be us going against San Francisco, basically.
And San Francisco is a team that I have probably is a sure shot for Super Bowl.
Yeah, but my dad feel that we can beat them because of the last game that San Francisco played, 2 weeks ago? He feel that the way that San Francisco play and the way the Lions play, he feel that we can beat them, but he don't feel we can beat the Ravens if they make it.
Yeah, Ravens are going to be... Yeah, again, there's a lot of good teams.
Ravens dog walked our ass. I ain't going to lie.
Yeah, and they dog walked the 49ers.
But it's only because they got a running quarterback, and we ain't good with that.
Yeah. If... was Justin Fields with Chicago?
Yeah, that was a perfect example, yeah.
He... I always say, like, people are like, oh, Justin Fields trash. I'm like, not for my team. Like, he looks like an MVP candidate whenever he plays along.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, our defense ain't good with running quarterbacks. So if we do meet a running quarterback, that's why he feel we can beat the San Francisco because, they got a good running back, but we got a good run defense. So it's basically just a quarterback. If they can get out of the pocket and do all that little extra shit, it's over.
I ain't scared of Brock Purdy. I ain't scared.
But it's the final. Green Bay beat the Cowboys. Jerry Jones ain't get that referee pack in soon enough.
Yeah. Little validation. I'll take it.
16 points. They got dog walk.
Okay. So, and we talked about Stafford. Should we boo him or not? We're all kind of on the give him respect. He did his thing for us. There actually was a jersey swap that got blocked by the NFL this past weekend where I forget who was running it, but they were offering to there were people calling for just straight up Matthew Stafford jersey bans. Like, don't wear that shit. It's on site. And this jersey swap was you bring in your Matthew Stafford jersey, they would give you a Jared Goff jersey. The problem was, and the reason it got blocked was because the jerseys they were giving out were counterfeit. They weren't legit, NFL jerseys. Mm-hmm. So that got blocked down.
Where did they get their jerseys from?
I was gonna say I don't know where. I don't know.
Timu.
Big Lots. I don't know. But okay, say you guys had tickets to the game and you had Stafford jerseys and you had Jared Goff jerseys. Would you wear your Stafford jersey?
I'm wearing Stafford. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm wearing Stafford. That motherfucker he been through the grind with us our whole fucking life, basically. What, we 30 now? 32? We was like adults when he came. We was 18, 16, 18, around that age. Our whole adult childhood was Stafford, basically. Just because he moved to a different team, I mean, tough cookies, but shit. He was with us.
Now, if you already got a Stafford jersey and you not in the field of buying a new one, I would say wear it. But as a New Jersey person, I wouldn't buy the Stafford jersey, to be honest.
No, we already got the Stafford jersey, is what he's saying. He was saying, will we trade it?
Say you have
both.
Will we trade it for a golf one? Like for the quarterback we got now?
I don't know. I feel like he's been putting the work in, so why not?
I'm on that boat too. I feel like Goff has done enough in his time here to show that he went through some shit seasons too. You know, there was a lot of people saying, "Oh, next draft we got to get a quarterback. Next draft we got to get a quarterback. We got to get someone better." And he stuck it out. And for a while, he'd had the most games without an interception. That was Goff. You know, he had, I think he was either second or third in throwing yards, passing yards this season.
No, second.
So I mean, he's done some shit. He's not a scrub that people. I think to me, it's a little hatery how much he doesn't get recognized.
I get the offensive coordinator jersey before I get golf jersey because his stigma. The reason why I didn't like him when he got traded is because what's his name, Sean McVay. I think that's the Rams coach. Yeah. He was saying that Goff did not understand the play calling, and he had to basically keep repeating the play call until the mic cut off into the helmet. So I felt he wasn't a smart quarterback. I just felt he had the talent to throw the shit, but he was just making shit up. He didn't understand the play calling. So when we had our losing seasons with him, like when it was our coach's first year, when we were still getting our ass bust, I'm like, well, shit. Now we got a fucking dumbass quarterback. We just gave away Stafford. At least he was fucking intelligent when it came. I mean, he threw some retarded shit. I ain't gonna lie, but. Right. At least we knew he was competent in the goddamn play call.
Right.
So apparently the offensive coordinator must have dumbed it down so fucking simple. Goff get the shine. That's how I feel. Now he could prove me wrong tonight and just beat Stafford's ass. Then we switching that bitch. Touche. But if he get his ass bust and he do some slow shit, and that's another thing he don't understand. He got fucking legs. It could be a fucking 3-2. And he's running backwards. Just run his ass forward. Just run forward. Like, even Stafford would run to get a first down sometimes. Like, I don't know if he's fucking scared. I think 28? So he's younger. But at the same time, dog, you're an athlete. Run, motherfucker. Like, I don't know. I think he's trying to be too perfect. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I don't trust him. He had to prove me wrong tonight.
Damn.
So you think they dumbed it down? You don't think he?
No, that offensive coordinator. That's why he got. I think he asking for $15 million a year to be a head coach somewhere. Him and the defensive coordinator again. They asking. I forgot what team was requesting to get an interview with our coordinators. I want to say it was the Seahawks, if I ain't mistaken.
Yeah, as far as I know, our OC. Our offensive coordinator basically says he's focusing on the Lions.
Yeah, so I feel our offensive coordinator is so good that he dumbed down the play calling to make him comfortable. Because it's some coaches out there or coordinators that make the play call so complicated, it sounds Chinese. I know you haven't watched football, but just look on TikTok and hear the cadence of an NFL play call. That shit sounds fucking Chinese. And I feel he probably just said, "Hey, this motherfucker going left, this motherfucker going right." say hike.
No, I feel like you got to give Goff a little bit more credit than that.
No, I'm about to say that's why I asked the question like that. Like,
no,
that's why he's smarted up.
That's why the coach said That's why the coach literally said he was. I don't think he flat out said he was dumb. The Rams coach, but he basically said he was dumb.
You could say
in
that
very few words.
You could say that if Jared Goff's Rams were dog shit, but he literally brought them to a Super Bowl
because of the coach, not because of Goff. Goff was a game manager. He wasn't the reason why they won. No, it's a difference between like Cam Newton when he had the interview when he was like, it's a difference between a person who's a winner and a game manager. A game manager is someone who don't throw interceptions and do the bare minimum to keep them motherfuckers afloat. Just get a couple first downs. He ain't the reason. Is everybody around his ass? No,
that's a little wild to say that when he literally
I'm with Cam Newton when he said that.
And what's Cam Newton doing? Not a QB.
But he been there. What the fuck we doing? We ain't did shit compared to that. So he know what the fuck he talking about. And then Cam Newton went to the Super Bowl too. What you mean?
Was that the coaches that did that?
No, that was Cam fucking Newton.
Oh, for him it's Cam Newton. Okay.
Oh yeah, Cam Newton was him. What you mean? Cam Newton was that guy. He was the wave. What back in 2000 between what 2013 2016? I can't remember.
Before
but
that.
It was earlier than that.
Are you counting his Auburn years?
No.
Because he was that guy when he was at Auburn.
Well, when Cam Newton went to the Super Bowl, what years was that?
2004.
But anyway, long story short, Cam Newton was that guy. So he know, like top quarterbacks. USA, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Drew Brees.
2016.
Yeah. Who else was a good one at that time? Russell Wilson. Those weren't motherfuckers who would just sit back and just hope we fucking win. Those was motherfuckers who would go out and get it. Like you put trust into them motherfuckers. Like Cam Newton, all them goddamn. He was a big ass motherfucker too. So he was trucking motherfuckers, trucking safeties and shit. Like he was that nigga. Excuse my, French, but shit, he was that dude.
That's English.
Hey, it's something.
That's old English. Never getting technical.
But I'm saying when you been that guy, like that's like to put it in basketball terms, that's like kindergarten. That's
James?
like shit. Damn.
You brought his ass to tears.
My vision did this. And my hearing was like when a grenade go off on Call of Duty and it's like
you flashbanged his ass.
Damn. I barely got lung capacity. So
well, now that he's alive, to put it in basketball terms, that's like Kevin Garnett saying somebody from today's NBA is garbage or good. Kevin Garnett, he won one championship, but that was it. He was called the big ticket, but that was it. He wasn't constantly just, owning motherfuckers. I'm putting him on that level. Even though Cam Newton didn't win, Cam Newton was that dude for his prime for those 2 years. So I feel he knows a good quarterback. It's just unfortunate he fell to the wayside. But that's football. Your life, I ain't gonna say your life expectancy, but your life in the football field is very short.
Yeah, you got for a quarterback, you got maybe 8 years.
Yeah, and if you're really good, you got 13 at most.
Yeah, if you got a good O-line. That's
yeah.
That's what it boils down to. Bill Belichick, Nick Saban, Pete Carroll, all gone. Good coaches. Goddamn, that sucks.
Yeah. Y'all, we fucked up behind the scenes, y'all. We fucked up.
It didn't record, but yeah, some 3 really good coaches are gone now. There's a bunch of vacancies in college and the NFL. But yeah, Nick Saban had been that guy at Alabama for a long time. Before that, he won a championship with LSU. Before that, he was coaching at Michigan State.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I ain't know nothing about the Michigan State, but you were saying that he was part of the Dolphins.
Yeah.
And I was saying that usually coaches that got a strong hand usually try to run the motherfuckers over, and they ain't having that shit.
Yeah.
And then I was saying that the dude from the Patriots that came over, the defensive coordinator,
Matt Patricia.
Yeah, he tried to do that shit, and they wasn't having it.
Yeah.
So, like, you get your fat ass out here and run, motherfuckers.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the motivations are very different for a college athlete and a NFL player. College athlete just wants reps. They did want to put some film together, so when they, go to get drafted, someone looks at it, Mm-hmm. Whereas NFL, you got to show me more than dollar signs to make me want to do good for you,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why our coach now, he was a Lions player at one point. He was our tight end, during the 0-16 season.
Yep.
So he was, what the fuck is his name?
Dan Campbell.
Yeah, Dan Campbell. So people was talking shit about Dan Campbell because he was out there doing burpees with the team. But he was saying that he's no better than the team. He want to be, part of that. So that's why you got motherfuckers who out there doing 2-a-days. I think they stopped 2-a-days, but motherfuckers out there doing the grind in the summer. When your coach out there, busting their ass with you, you want to run through a brick wall through his ass because he ain't just talking shit. He been there.
That's how I run my store, just like that. I can do everything I'm asking you to do.
Yeah, if you can't do what I'm fucking asking you to do, who the fuck am I to respect your ass?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean but that's America too. So I mean, it's not like it's just some random ass bullshit. If he out there in the mud with you and been in the mud, shit, he got the history. That's why when people was making fun of him when he was crying during the press conference and all that shit, people don't understand the passion that he had for this team. Like he saw something in this team that I didn't even see because I gave up on the ass in 2016. And to put in perspective, 2016 was when Stafford and Calvin Johnson was on the team, and they only had to win the last 2 out of the damn 3 fucking regular two out of the 3 last games of the regular season to be division champs and be in the playoffs, and they lost all 3. Yep. And then they missed the playoffs, and I was like, "Fuck it, I can't take it." And I gave up on the ass, and that's when this motherfucker came in and showed me something I didn't even know.
Yeah,
he said, "Motherfuckers bite your." He said, "You can beat us down, we'll bite your kneecaps and all that shit." Motherfuckers was making fun of him. But now in 4 minutes they about to be biting some kneecaps off in this motherfucker since 1991.
Yeah, what's that one shit he said? He went off on a rant. He's like, if you have a fight with us, we're going to take you out to the sea and we're going to fucking drown you and we're going to keep you under. And it's like, shit.
Yeah.
But like it resonated with the team. They're like, fuck yeah, dude.
Hell yeah, because he out there in the mud with him. Yeah. With his broke wrist.
That's the thing. Like, it has to be like that has to align with the culture of the city around you. I think everyone says that about Detroit is it's a blue collar town, Yeah,
grit and grind.
You can't have these fucking glitz and glamour guys from LA and, Florida come in here and coach because they don't get it.
Them pretty boys.
You need to have the hard nose, get your hands dirty as well. That's why like Alabama, like with Nick Saban, he can be a golf cart coach. He doesn't have to be doing the burpees with the team. He can just watch them, expect them to, do what he tells them to do. And if they don't, sorry, there's another 5-star recruit that's willing to do what I tell him to, but yeah, in Detroit, you got to show a little more to get these guys to
definitely
show out for you, But
shit, our whole city about you got to have a job and a side hustle. Sometimes 2 jobs. Got to put that work in no matter what.
And did y'all see that they said something about the housing market for Detroit is the highest in the nation? I think it went up like 8% or some shit like that. Cost of living out here.
I love my city, but goddamn. But they say they're supposed to chop down some of these interest rates this year. A nationwide supposed to do like 3 different chops. So we'll see what happens. I'll be watching it very closely.
Yeah,
it's tough out here for a young man or a female.
Damn, young woman. Okay.
Now he's thinking like, oh shit, I didn't say female.
No, I'm standing on what I said. Man and female. Woman. Women. Lovely ladies.
What about the unlovely ones? P? What the fuck?
Unlovely?
There's no body shaming over here.
Then I don't know.
Positivity on all boards.
What's that shit about equality? Nah.
No.
There's hierarchies in this motherfucker.
Damn! Cut!
Yeah. No.
A lot of yeah.
Okay. I thought I was the wild card. This is you, P.
Like this is what that changed all of it.
You can't get P. Wait. So after you got married, is
sound effect,
man?
Dum.
Damn.
Yeah,
you learned this lesson instantly.
Yeah, you can't get P going on. There's 3 things you can't get P going on: LeBron James.
Yep.
Bills.
I was about to say that finances
and women.
Man, I already knew all three.
You gonna have to press that pause button because this motherfucker's still on it. Oh, I wish I had me. It was a motherfucking meme on Facebook. It was this guy. He said he paid his wife $250,000 a year to stay at home, and all the women is like, oh man, you know, she living the softest life ever. I'm like, oh, so you a lazy motherfucker, huh? That's all I seen. Is, oh, I can't wait. Lord, please find me a rich man. Then make yourself rich, motherfucker. What the fuck you waiting on somebody else to hand out some shit for you? We all been in this motherfucker. We all started from the mud, and you the one talk about, oh, I want a handout. Fuck out of here. Don't get me started in this shit. Yeah. Theme music. Go ahead.
All right.
Gang.
So on this episode of,
yeah, shorter episode. The game's about to start. A little recap. Movie entertainment news from Star Wars and the Echo Show. Lions.
Go Lions.
Win that shit.
I hope we do, man. And then
if they win, we're going to have an episode on Wednesday live. Say no.
My sexy ass. This is the end of the show.
That's Red's off day, so we're going to be on this bitch at 3 o'clock. I'm getting off work early for a live stream. And then
I'll be
saying
at work,
stuff
but they'll be doing that.
Yeah, I'm about to say he's saying stuff he can't
12
produce.
p.m. lunchtime. We're gonna do the live stream from our phones, so it's gonna be bad quality, but we out here.
Fuck that. God, you're making a lot of weird ass promises.
That's if the Lions win.
This has been off the top. This has been off the top with Eric Pearson Red. I'm your host, Eric, and joining me today, Word.
Your boy P.
And your man's Red.
We will talk to you guys next week. Go Lions.
Yeah.
Gang Lions.
Lions gang.
There we go. Lions gang.